With the help from heaven, we're dedicating this class for the benefit of the soul of Kele Rachel Bat Melech and Shena, and may her soul rest in peace with all the rest of the souls of the nation of Israel and the righteous ones. We're dedicating as well this class to the healing of all the sick and all those that are in struggle and difficulty. From heaven, the Creator is spreading His light, and His light sometimes is very hard to recognize. There are many verses to describe the glory and heavenly light of the Creator. But one of the main ones is explaining that the Creator, when He appears not through fire and not through loud voice, just through quiet silence. The Creator, He is the voice of logic. He is the voice of sense. He is the voice of good that is waking up inside of our own souls. He is the light of life that is being channeled through all this world and nature channels, the life that is blooming and rising in the smiles of people, in amazing and inspiring quotes of wise ones. He is the beauty of nature, the sparks on the waves of water. He is the inspiration in sunrise and sunsets all over the world. He is the pleasant beauty and the greatness, the crown and the purpose of every cell and atom, every particle of this creation. This world to us looks like an individual life's journey. Every person is going through a certain path, starts in a certain location, the place he was born, being carried on certain arms of his family, growing up in certain systems of school, kindergartens, continuing, growing, getting married, building houses, developing, working, understanding, fighting, loving, gaining and losing. But that point of view is limited because of the fact that our souls are trapped as prisoners in a well-guarded prison of physicality. Cells on cells, billions of cells are holding precious souls from seeing life from a different angle, from a higher and way elevator angle, perfect, complete, powerful and meaningful perfection and unity of all particles in great harmony to complete His oneness, His unity that is above all. As individuals, we experience life from the dungeons, from the caves, from the basements, from the tunnels, from the pits and holes, and we cannot see the light. The ones that the light is strong inside of them still holds in faith and still finds sparks of inspiration to motivate them to keep on hoping and praying and wishing for the day of redemption. But even those illuminated ones that are shining their light of inspiration upon us and waking us up and inspiring and pushing us forward to find ourselves and not to give up on our dreams, keep on pushing forward. Also those pillars of light, those lighthouses, they're also prisoners with us in same prison. When the Creator created the world, so He brought down a very thick layer of separation and cut the soul to half. Half of it stayed above the crying water, and half of it started to cry because of the separation from its source. We are those crying souls. We are those ones that from within still connected to the ancient archive of our old memory that there is a Creator and that this world is a creation. And that deep understanding that is based on faith and based on solid, deep understandings of our ancestors is the only truth exist on earth. In the Redemption Day, our awareness will rise to that divine and highly perspective to see the whole wide world from a different angle. Even though we will not lose our attachment to our individuality, to who we were, to who we are right now. Even though we're not going to lose that connection, but we surely will see things in a much clearer way. We're going to see things from above. All of our souls will rise to a different dimension, and we'll be able to see and recognize the godly supervision and the plot and the real true story and the real perfect history of this creation. We will leave our physical bodies, and our soul will unite with all the souls of our loved ones and the souls that surrounds our loved ones as well, and our attachment will get wider and will expand more and more until we will be able to see through all the eyes of all the souls from every angle, and not only in the dimension of this time of today. We will be able to see things also in the eyes of history. Means that our awareness will grow to that place that not only that we're going to see every single thing that happens in this world in the current time, we will also gonna understand that time does not really exist just in the eyes of those bodies that we were trapped in one moment ago, when we were inside our cells and in our bodies that are made out of earth and clay, water, earth, fire and air, and that's it. And that were our cells, that was our prison. And under that thick layer of physicality, we were trapped in a certain point in time. But when our souls will rise, we're going to understand that every moment was an eternal moment and still exist and take place forever and will never be erased and will never be gone. And then we will be able to understand that the place that we were standing in that last moment, in that moment of redemption, the moment that all the souls were rising to that new level, to that new heavenly place that is supplying new way of understanding and higher and way elevated perspective and wider and greater on true life, we will see things only through that Spirit of God's eye, and we will be united with Him in a perfect way that will allow us to access to all the history and to see the resurrection of the dead. In that time, we will lose the constriction of time and we will be free from it, and therefore all living forms that ever lived on earth will come back to life in one time zone, and everyone will live together in that time, and the world will be open to us, not from the angle that we're used to see things from our eyes. We will be able to see all the things that happened to everyone in every moment of their lives, in all the generations, since the early beginning with Adam and Eve's early creation, till the last moment of the last baby coming and taking place in this world. And when we will see that, we will realize that it's all perfect, that it was perfect, and that it is perfect. And we're going to understand that it was and is an eternal reflection of His greatness and godliness, and that all history was a process that brought us to completion, to complete humility, to closeness to truth, to be as sensitive and kind and nice as human can be. And then 1,000 years of redemption will start. After seeing everything from that perspective and being completely healed from all our individual pain and sorrow, needs and frustration, fear and death will disappear from the equation of our lives, and only goodness will take place in creation. All the trees will bloom, all the animals will run, and we're talking about all the trees and all the animals from the first day of creation. We will come back to a fixed, wide, blooming world that is able to hold all the souls of all the generations at the same time. It will be after the resurrection of the dead. And Abraham and Sarah and Isaac and Rebekah and Jacob and Rachel and Leah will walk with us. All our ancestors, the holy tribes, and the souls from the first generations as well. Your grandparents and your great-grandparents, generations of 500 and 800 and 1200 years ago, everyone will walk on earth in great peace and harmony. Everyone will walk on the new roads toward the holy city of Jerusalem. Everyone will come out of their houses with baskets of fruits and sweets, gifts to give out and to spread love and kindness and bounty between all. Everyone will express their love and their gratitude. All your loved ones will surround you. All the good things that you dream of will be fulfilled, and you will inherit everything your heart desires. You will not lack a thing, and no one else around you will lack anything. Everyone will be healed. There will be no more plagues, no more sorrow, no more pain, no more darkness. Evil will disappear from the world. In those short hours that eternally will be very long, that our souls will leave our bodies for us to experience the world from a different angle, in that time the world will suck down and swallow all forces of evil, and they will be burnt and melt into the core of earth, and will supply the energy for the next 1000 years of prosperity and greatness, glory and joy for us all. All the evil will disappear like they never exist in the world, and only the goodness and the beauty will take place in great harmony and respect. From all the villages, walking on all the roads, on all the bridges, driving the most beautiful cars, trains, or chariots, everyone based on his hopes and dreams, holding the hands of your loved ones and those ones that you dreamt to see. All the dreams of all the good souls will take place in the same time, in great unity and perfection. This is the redemption that is coming. It might take a week, it might take a month, it might take a year, it might take longer than that. But only for that perfect leadership of the true Messiah that will lead us all to crown the Creator in His house of prayer that will be called the house of prayer to all nations, in the holy city of Jerusalem, in the holy land of Israel, on Mount Zion, over there, under the heavenly grace of His glory, we will walk happy and healthy, strong and stable, and see our dreams coming true. For that it's worthy to fight and to work, to invest, and to do the best that we can to bring that glorious day in our days and in the days of our loved ones. Amen.
The world does not exist. Because Olam Milshon Ne'elem, the world is just blocking the light of truth. The world called Alma Deshika, world of light, is just a fake. We're just inside of an illusion. It's just a fake. We're just inside of an illusion. We're just inside of an illusion.